and welcome to the bushlands for about 3 kilometres out of Hobart. And today we're going to talk about and maybe demonstrate as much as I can do cadence, posture for trail and trail running. Okay, cadence. Cadence is like changing gears on your bicycle. It is how fast your feet move underneath you on terrain, and it's really quite important for energy levels, for efficiency, and it's a funny one because cadence actually doesn't really, or shouldn't really change whether you're on the flat, uphill, downhill, sprinting, long distance. It's a really good check for you to sort of work out, hey, am I sort of lumbering? Am I starting to fatigue? What can I do to change? And so this one is just cadence. Cadence is how many times do I put my feet on the ground per minute. So cadence, ideally, it's 180 steps per minute. And a really good one for you to sort of, suppose, check yourself in your training runs, in your leisurely runs, whatever you want to do, is just count one leg. How many times does it hit the ground in 1 minute, or half a minute, and then double it? So 90 times per minute would be ideal. So just give it a go. If you're too high, it means you're not really that efficient. Like if you got like more than 90, or if you are too low, it means you're spending a long time on the ground, which again is energy sapping. So ideally, you'd want to be thinking, have a run on a flat somewhere, try and just count the number of one-sided steps you are doing for either a half minute or a 1 minute effort, and hopefully that comes to 90, and then double it, which is 180, which is what we want to get. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have a listen to what you can hear on the ground with your feet when they touch. So as you run, this time really lumber. So really make it so it's slow. So you really are really make it a much shorter cadence so that you can hear what's going on. And you should probably hear a lot more bang, 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 bang with your feet, which means all that energy is being sucked into the ground. So for this one, the next one you can have a go at is try now being that more efficient, which is 180 or 90 per foot. And then you'll probably find that it's a lot quieter on the ground, which is a good thing. You can also use your watches. There's plenty of watches out there, good ones, and they also measure your cadence. Some of them are just visual and some of them are also audio, so use that as well. So look up on your watch what you can do with cadence. It's just another cue that you could use. Arms are pretty much going at the same pace that your legs are, so it's also a good one to help with your cadence. So you can think about how quickly or how slowly are your arms moving, because they'll also work at the same speed as your legs, hopefully. But that's another one for just thinking about when you're running. It's like, how fast are they moving? That's also a great one to use. What really helps with cadence is also your body posture. Your body posture in a run really does help the cadence. Now generally what we ideally want is a nice upright, slightly forward lean into the run, so that you can help the legs turn easily and more efficiently. If you are starting to slump, fatigue, this kind of thing, then of course it's going to be much harder for you to lift your feet. So just again, check yourself. One of the images that you can put in your head is, think about a butler. A butler in a very, very, very fancy place is going to be always on the ready to be able to go to whoever needs service straight away. They're always there on the go, ready to go. They're not slouched waiting. They're not, you know, like this. They're generally really, really proactive and ready to go. So that's one visual cue. And the other one is, if I had a tree right there, if I was to lean towards that tree or that point, is generally what you ideally want in that kind of situation. Okay, these are only just like little, I suppose, benchmarks or guidelines. Nothing's perfect, but you know, every so often you can check yourself. When you're running along, you might be going for a long, you know, more than an hour run, or you're getting a bit fatigued. You can kind of like, oh, hang on, I heard cadence. Maybe I should check my cadence. What's going on? You know, are my feet sounding heavy? Is my cadence dropping? So these are all little things that you can kind of like self-check. That's all they are, to help again your efficiency on your runs. The more you do it, the more the muscle memory will become, you know, automatic.